The NBA Emirates Cup continues to deliver intensity and intrigue, but one of the biggest questions heading into tonight's matchup between the Dallas Mavericks and the Memphis Grizzlies revolves around the health of superstar Luka Doncic. As fans prepare for tip-off, all eyes are on the Mavs injury report, and whether their MVP-caliber leader will be available to take the floor against Ja Morant's squad. Luka's recent health concerns have left fans anxious, analysts speculating, and the Mavericks coaching staff making some tough decisions as the Emirates Cup heats up. Luka Doncic injury status. What we know so far. According to the Mavericks official injury report, Luka Doncic has been listed as questionable for tonight's game due to lingering soreness in his left calf, an issue that first surfaced earlier in the preseason and has been managed carefully since. The Mavericks have been cautious with Luka's workload, ensuring that he doesn't aggravate the injury during the early stretch of this in-season tournament. Sources close to the team reveal that Luka participated in light shooting drills during Thursday's practice but did not take part in full contact scrimmages. The team's medical staff wants to see how his body responds before giving him the green light for game action. Head coach Jason Kidd addressed Luka's condition in Friday morning's media availability, saying, "We're taking it day by day with Luka. He's doing everything he can to stay ready, but we'll only play him if he's 100%. This is a long season, we're thinking big picture." That statement has left fans wondering if the Mavericks might err on the side of caution, keeping Luka sidelined to prevent further risk, especially given the stakes of a long campaign and the fact that it's still early in the Emirates Cup schedule. How important this game is for the Mavericks. The Mavericks enter tonight's matchup with a 2-1 record in the Emirates Cup, looking to solidify their standing in the group stage. A win over Memphis would give Dallas a strong position to advance, but the Grizzlies are a team that feeds off physicality and pace, two factors that could test a recovering Luka Doncic. Without their star, the Mavericks would have to rely heavily on Kyrie Irving, Derrick Jones Jr., and Grant Williams to generate offense. Irving, in particular, would need to take on more playmaking responsibilities, orchestrating the offense while maintaining his aggressive scoring mentality. This matchup also marks an important test for the Mavericks' depth, something fans and analysts have debated since the off-season. If Luka sits out, it's a chance for role players like Josh Green and Tim Hardaway Jr. to step up under the bright lights. Luka Doncic's season so far. Before dealing with this minor setback, Luka Doncic had been nothing short of spectacular. In his first few games of the Emirates Cup and early NBA season, Luka was averaging nearly 32 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists per game, showcasing his elite playmaking and scoring versatility. His leadership on the floor has been the driving force behind Dallas' early success, making his availability tonight even more crucial. Fans witnessed Luka's brilliance last week when he recorded a triple-double against the Phoenix Suns, delivering clutch plays down the stretch and reminding everyone why he's one of the top contenders for this year's MVP race. His combination of basketball IQ, strength, and creativity continues to make him nearly impossible to defend, but also makes him vital to the Mavericks' overall success. The matchup: Dallas Mavericks vs. Memphis Grizzlies. The Memphis Grizzlies, on the other hand, are hungry to bounce back after a rough start to their Emirates Cup campaign. With Ja Morant still serving his suspension, Memphis has leaned heavily on Desmond Bane and Jaren Jackson Jr. to carry the load. This matchup promises intensity, especially if Luka takes the court. The Grizzlies are known for their aggressive defense and high-energy rebounding, led by Jackson Jr. in the paint. That could pose a challenge for Dallas, especially if Doncic is less than 100%. If Luka sits, expect the Mavericks to adopt a faster-paced, perimeter-oriented offense to keep Memphis guessing. Even without Luka, Dallas has proven they can compete, but the presence of their superstar undeniably changes everything. His ability to control tempo, read defenses, and hit step-back threes gives the Mavs an entirely different dimension. How fans are reacting. Across social media, Mavericks Nation is buzzing with anticipation and a bit of concern. On X, formerly Twitter, fans are trending the hashtag #PrayForLuka, with many posting clips of his best performances from last season and urging the team to rest him until he's fully healthy. One fan wrote, "We need Luka for the long run. Let him heal. Kyrie and the squad can handle Memphis tonight." Others are more eager to see him back in action, arguing that every game in the Emirates Cup matters for momentum and chemistry. The passionate divide among fans shows just how much Luka means to this franchise and the entire city of Dallas. Looking ahead. If Luka Doncic is unable to suit up tonight, the Mavericks will likely re-evaluate his condition before their next Emirates Cup matchup later this week. With the NBA's new in-season tournament format, every game holds increased importance, but long-term health remains the top priority for Dallas. Should Luka be cleared, expect him to be on a minutes restriction, potentially playing around 28 to 30 minutes instead of his usual workload. The Mavs would look to get him into rhythm early, then monitor his conditioning closely. The medical team's cautious approach could also mean that Luka sits out this one, especially given the physical nature of the Grizzlies' defense. But either way, expect Dallas to approach the matchup strategically. With or without their star, they'll aim to keep momentum rolling. Final thoughts. So, is Luka Doncic playing tonight against the Memphis Grizzlies? As of now, he's questionable, and the decision will likely come down to how he feels during pre-game warm-ups. The Mavericks are keeping things close to the vest, balancing competitiveness with caution. One thing is certain, whether he's on the court or not, Luka Doncic remains the heartbeat of this Mavericks team. His leadership, talent, and charisma continue to make him one of the most captivating players in the NBA today. Fans will be holding their breath until tip-off, hoping to see their superstar lace up and lead Dallas in another thrilling chapter of the NBA Emirates Cup. Stay tuned, all eyes will be on Luka as the Mavericks face off against the Memphis Grizzlies tonight.